The ultimate goal of every person who is struggling with addiction, whether at home or receiving treatment in a rehab, is to recover. Let's look at the components which make every recovery possible. My name is Maingi, and you are watching Sobriety 101. Welcome back, and if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do. Let's look at the components which make every recovery a success. And component number one is humility. The foundation of every recovery is humility. Some people independently solve the addiction problem at home, while others seek for treatment in a rehab. In both cases, it's such an humbling experience to come to accept what addiction has done to you, and an honest person really appreciates their strengths and their limitations. Even when you check at the AA program, it really starts with step number one, where it says we have come to admit that we are powerless of our addiction and our lives have become unmanageable. So unless first you humbly accept that addiction is taking a toll on you, you can't really start the journey of recovery. So the foundation of this journey, it has to start from that point where you come to accept that you need to work on your addiction because your life has now become unmanageable and you cannot really control your addiction. Component number two is motivation. The need for change has to be important enough. You need to have a bigger goal to achieve, and the cost of staying in addiction has to be very high, that you can't just sit there and continue living that life. So you need to have a motivation that when I change, I'm going to have a better life. So if there's no change, which is there's no motivation for change, you'll be now in a situation where you are not working on your recovery. So there need to be a motivation that is pushing you to work very hard for you to recover. Component number three is sustained effort. Whether you are recovering from home or you are seeking treatment from a rehab, sustained effort is very important. And this is so because in the starting periods of your recovery, it will be very hard, because this is the time now when you are experiencing the withdrawal symptoms. You are desiring to get that drug again, but you are not getting it. So if you don't put the effort for you to stay grounded, your recovery will not be possible. But now when you put the effort and you stand your grounds, now that sets a good tone for you to be able to start the recovery. And it also makes you see things in a positive way, and you can be able to realize that if I continue moving in this direction, I'll be able to recover. And finally, it is now getting your life a meaning and purpose. We can see most of the times when people are in active addiction, majority of their time and their life surround around the addiction. So unless now we fill that void which was occupied by addiction, we cannot be able to start our recovery. So probably now you need to start giving your life a meaning and a purpose. It might be getting to a new hobby. It can be getting to recreation activities. It can be volunteering work, either in your community, school, or the church. whatever it is, that thing now should be able to give you a meaning to your life and a purpose for you to live. Now, when you give your life a meaning and a purpose, you will be able to see that this journey of recovery and sobriety is worth it. Now we have seen these 4 components, which are very important for one to be able to have successful recovery. But we know there's no single correct way or a single lane to say when you follow this lane, it's now when you are going to recover. But be sure to construct your own way of recovery. Collect the information, the inputs, which now they are being given by counselors, psychologists, your family members, or another person. Look at this information, pick what suits you, and work with it. At the end of the day, what is needed is for one to recover from addiction. We love to hear your comments and your feedback, and kindly subscribe to our channel, and we keep talking about these matters of addiction and sobriety so that our community might be better. Thank you for watching.